Well, hello, folks. Welcome to episode 175. This is a bit of a special one, a bit of a landmark episode. So we're going to be doing the full Mastodon achievement. We'll talk a bit about what that is in a second. But the long and short of it is we've got to do a bunch of special transport deliveries and deliver over a certain weight. It gets a little bit confusing these days, and we'll talk about that as well. But we're going to start out with getting a heat exchanger that we're going to deliver from Plymouth in Bulgaria to Sofia, the capital. And you can see that on the on this here. So it's it's 160 kilometers, 2 hours 25 is all this is. Let's take that job. We'll get a bit of a cut scene. Oh, here we go. Look at this bad boy, heat exchanger. It's proper. This is proper. This is the heaviest thing that was released along with the rest of the special transport stuff. It gets a little bit more complicated with that now, but and I've got some questions. We might try stuff if we can do that today, but this is a beast. It's an absolute massively. It's not wide, but it is pretty long. Well, it's pretty wide. I don't know what he's doing, praying or something. Probably need it with my driving. So let's... Okay. Where the heck am I supposed to go with this then? Okay. We want to go that way. I think we've got to come... I mean, this is a horrible way to start this. We've got to come round here and then... There we go. And there's hope for the best here. Right, we're coming out of this gate here. This is always the fun stuff. So this is the Mastodon achievement. This is one of the large sort of achievements they've got in-game. And one of the special transport achievements, which is... I mean, there are a few of them. Right, there we go. We're out. I need to stop doing that because it's never that... I always think it's just kind of like on the side. It's kind of like wobbling to the side or something, but actually it's not that at all. It's just... I don't clear the back of the truck. But anyway, here we go. Let's have a look at the route we've got for this first delivery. Hopefully be relatively straightforward. We've been on this route before. We're going to be going into this place, Pracy. Are we going for these? Well, two places, which is from the same sort of company. So we need to then... we need to be really careful here. I think that's all right. Right, there we go. We've gone out. Right. So just while we're waiting, it's 11:25 on a Friday. We're going to be doing this Mastodon achievement. Let's talk about what this is. So this is one of the special transport achievements. There are a bunch of them, but this one requires consecutive deliveries, and it's 3 consecutive deliveries which transport over 100 or 100 transport 195 tons or over. What are you doing? How'd you overtake me? Of goods. And actually, before the new update, there was only 3 ways you could do this. So you could take this heat exchanger that I've got behind me 3 times. I've just switched it off. You could take the heat exchanger 2 times. So that would give you 210 tons. So that would be perfect. The heat exchanger 2 times plus the industrial condenser, which give you 200 tons. and the final one was the heat exchanger 2 times plus the haul truck's chassis, which would be exactly 195, which is kind of spot on. Now, what's made this quite interesting these days is the new special transport item or load that was put into the game, and that is the new Efficienter 1000. So the train that is available on a very limited number of drives, which is a 90-ton load. Now, I couldn't get it on this one, and I've not seen anything telling me I can't do it. I know sometimes a new load can screw up achievements, and you can't normally do it with the achievements. Sometimes it doesn't allow you to complete it with a new load that's been added to the game. I don't know if that's the case, and I'm not sure whether we should try it. But what we are going to be trying to do is to complete this Mastodon achievement in the 175th episode of our ETS2 career mode save. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head away, I'm going to do a little time lapse, and we'll come back as we are finishing off our first delivery. Looks like we're going through some rather nice little it's Bulgarian villages. It's really, considering how old this part of the game is, this looks really good. Right, see you in a bit, folks. Right, folks, here we are the end of this drive. Pretty easy, straightforward drive at the minute, but all that can change very, very easily. We're taking a left here. I think he's coming with us. Just got to remember how long this trailer is. I don't think I didn't see that, but there we go. We crashed. And we're going to be delivering, looks like maybe a farm related delivery. I'm not sure. But other than that, this was done without incident. I didn't mind this at all. It was a pretty straightforward. Is that something happening there? That looks like that's good because it's flashing. Is that right? Right. Now he's going to probably go forward. You're going to turn? I don't know what you'll do, mate. Right, you're going that way. So I've got to come in here. That's really nicely done. And then we'll through the gates, hang a left, and we're pretty much all good. I think it's the same base structure, this delivery site, as the one we took it out of. So hopefully it's not a ridiculous kind of job to put it in where we are. But right, where is it? Where am I? Oh, it's round the bloody corner. Okay. Thankfully, there's a little bit of room to play around with here. But oh man. Right, what's that? I didn't really think I hit anything there, but that seems to be the case a lot of the time, and I am hitting stuff. So, delivery number 1. There we go. We'll drop that off. Camera crews are out there. Right, we've delivered it. That is all good. So number 1 is done. So we'll have a look for the train job, see if we can find that. We'll have a look for some other jobs, see what the most appropriate is. So I'll come back when we found ourselves another job. Okay, folks, we are going to take the industrial condenser in our second job. You can see it's a short one, 110 kilometers. We are basically moving it around in Athens, just 1 hour 46. Let's go and take this one, and that will give us a total at the moment of 60 tons plus 70 tons. So that's 130. So such a cool looking thing, isn't it? That is just awesome. A bit wider. We're in by that kind of weird fishy building in Athens. But any excuse to come back to the Greece in the game, I'm going to take that because I absolutely loved Greece. So this will be a fun one. We'll see. It doesn't look as long. Looks maybe a little bit wider. Looks a little bit heavier, but it's not. It just looks it. Okay. So let's quickly look at the map first of all. So we're going to come out of here, over there, and kind of coming round. So this is the canal, isn't it? I can't remember what it's called, but so we've got to come around here. Could be an interesting one, but let's go. No issues yet. So what I did want to talk about as well is we've been a little bit busy getting achievements. I'll put some of those on the screen. So Jesus, didn't we get stuck behind one of those at one point? Right, where is it? Yeah, so what I did do, because these were, I did a couple of achievements. Ones that I did not involve driving, so to do with the garages that we have. So there's a couple that I needed to get, and they have changed since the updates. They've got a little bit easier. Just let's figure out where we're going first of all here, and then I'll talk a bit about those, because I did get both of those, and once I've explained them, I'll put them on the screen, and you can see the two that I've got. So the first of those is the national company. Now that's a really easy one to get now. It did used to be that you had to get every single garage in the country that you had that your headquarters was in. Now I was in the UK, which was a bit of a tricky one because there are a lot of garages in the UK, but if you're in Luxembourg, for example, then it would be a much easier thing to do. But that was not the achievement now. That has changed. You just have to have one of the largest garages in that. So a 5-truck garage, which I upgraded our Plymouth facility to 5. And we were all good. Right, what are we doing here? So it's a little bit in the afternoon. What we might do... Oh, we got to do consecutive jobs, haven't we? We might have to do the last one in the dark, folks, just to make sure we actually get this done properly. Because I think if I come out of this and then go, drive around for a bit and just sleep, that might count as a job, maybe, I don't know. So the other one we've done is the property magnet, and that's own at least 30 garages. So as you can see, we've got 6.4 million. I spent about 3 million. It's ridiculous how much we've got to just get those 30 garages. So that is all sorted out, most of them in the UK. But look at this, it looks really cool. So that's good. I'll put those ones on the screen. The other thing I just wanted to mention whilst we're talking, so we were talking about this special achievement, the Mastodon achievement, and how there are only 3 real options that you could take. So it looks like at the minute, if we get the third one being another heat exchanger, that will do it. But remember, the Efficienter has been released. That is a 90-ton lorry with the train on. So I have no idea whether that is going to count for this. We will find out. I might have mentioned that already, but I think I have mentioned that already. But I had a little look for it this time. Wasn't available this time, so it may just not be available for any of the drives that we're going to do. Might make things a little bit easier, but yeah, there we go. We're looking pretty solid at the minute. What I think I'll do is a little bit of a time lapse as we get up there. Got one other thing I wanted to talk to you about, and that is a massive thing. A tease from SCS. But I'm going to hint and tease you, and I'm not going to say anything about it until we come back next time. So let's do a bit more driving. I'll try and drop this off, and we'll come back as we are parking up in the on the other side of Athens. See you in a sec. Well, we're back very close to our drop-off point. Had a slight concern as we met a lorry in a tunnel coming in the opposite direction. That was a bit of a challenge, but we got through it. We didn't smash the lorry into pieces. So yeah, we're taking a left here, and then hoping for the very best that we can get this in. Looks like it's got a left. We've not actually been to this delivery spot before. Whoa. Have we actually got to do some manoeuvring here? It almost feels like we have, you know. I think we might have to kind of go all the way through, back up, Just what happens if you hit these guys? Right. Trying to get this over a little bit, and then there we go. Just tighten that up. Right. I'm hoping that will be enough. There we go. Done. Delivery 2 has been sorted. It's a little bit later. We are going to probably have to do the final delivery at night. Hope you're ready for that. I haven't done 3 deliveries in one episode for a little while, so this is exciting times. Right, I'm going to go find that final delivery. It's probably going to be a heat exchanger. I don't think I'm going to trust the train, but let me know in the comments if you've done that and does it count. I'd like to know that. Right, here we go. This is the shortest one that we've got. So it's we're leaving it Friday 7/17. We will be getting there, I think, probably in the evening. It's 198 kilometers, so 2 hours 47. Let's pick up this job going from Istanbul to the western Turkish city. Was it? I can't remember. It's called Trivern or something like that. There's only 3 cities in Turkey. I really feel like Turkey is a place they could put a DLC in. That would be awesome. Really, really sort of like an interesting mix of like very, very sandy stuff and other things. So it will be good. So it's our final heat exchanger. So this will put us at 200 tons if we can deliver this. Again, don't know what that guy's still praying for something, and we'll see that this. Well, let's not catch the back of this trailer on as we come out. Yeah, again. So this will be number 3. And we've not been down. Let's see what we're doing. We've not been all the way down here before. A bit of the map we've not seen, which is something. And then we're actually coming down here past something we've already seen there and into there. So somewhere we haven't delivered there previously. So this should be nice. I do love Istanbul. Not necessarily in real life. I've never been, but just right. Which one? Is it you? Yeah, it's you. I guess you're going behind me, the guy on the left. And we'll see what comes of that. So, folks, I teased you a little bit in the last little break that we did, or just before it. So, saying that was a huge announcement from SCS. That was a very easy one to get out of, in all honesty. Yeah, I just love this kind of look of Istanbul. Looks really, really cool. So, what have SCS announced? Well, we know stuff that's coming on. We know that we've got Iceland on the way. We know we've got the Nordic Horizons DLC on the way. We know we've got the reworked version of Scandinavia to fit in the Nordic Horizons. And we know we've got the reworked version of the Benelux region. What could they do more than that? And yeah, I'm massively biased here, but there's one part of the game that I desperately wanted them to improve, and that was the UK. The UK's been sitting there since the start of the game, 2012, and it has not been improved since then, as far as I understand. You know, it looks pretty rubbish compared to what we're looking around us at the minute, and this isn't even the newest part of the game. So it looks, they had this lovely little teaser trailer of how to make the perfect cup of tea, which incidentally is not how to make a perfect cup of tea. It looks a dreadful cup of tea, far too much milk, not enough liquid, cups too small, all those sort of things. But you know, Yorkshire tea is a good brand of tea, but it does look from that they were hinting that there is the UK rework happening. Now, how are they going to do that? Is it going to feel like the Germany one where they've done it in chunks? There are a lot of cities, a lot of location. I would love to see a lot more work put into Scotland, for example. Given the Highlands, I mean, that could look absolutely beautiful. Given Edinburgh, what a city! If you can get some of that charm that Edinburgh has in the game, wow, that would be amazing. And it's just, it's been amazing to hear people say, oh wow, this really reminds me of X and Y. But being able to do that myself, going through places I've been like all the time, like Plymouth. I lived for 10 years in Plymouth. That would be so cool. So yeah, really, really excited about that possibility. I don't know when it's going to happen. I think the suggestion was it might be the Iceland, just before the Iceland DLC, so you can kind of do so we're just turning here, yeah, so you can kind of go from the UK to Iceland, so again you won't have that same issue that you have in Scandinavia. Makes sense. So yeah, very, very happy with that. This is really tight. I'm concerned. Oh, it's getting even more turny up here. Oh, good God. Just got to make sure. Because if you hit this at any speed at all, it just completely wipes you out. Well, we've done it. We're out. We should be taking a left here. Ooh. And it's not dark yet. It's 5:30, not dark yet. So let's have a look where that's put on the map. So we've done the first little bit of that drive, and now it looks like we should have just a pretty straightforward motorway drive until we get here. So with that in mind, I am going to do a final little time lapse. We'll come back as we are nearing Idern. I was nowhere near that pronunciation. I think I put a T in it, or maybe that's the one I was thinking of. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Right, folks, we are here in Edirne, last little leg. You probably noticed as I was doing this drive how blooming difficult the car in front has been. It kept slowing down randomly. It felt like they were really trying to make me earn this final drive to ensure I deserved this achievement. But yeah, that's kind of how it felt. He has driven appallingly. I will not be hiring this guy again. But yeah, so this has been a fun one. Something a little bit different from what we've done previously. It's rare that I've done like multiple drives in one video, but it kind of felt right for this one. 175 episodes, and if you have been watching for that period, and some folks who have been watching this have been watching from the very start, and I want to say massive thank you to all of you folks who have been, supporting the channel like that. It's just utterly amazing, and I really appreciate that. And many people have kind of come along as we've gone on with the series, so yeah, it's been really awesome to see how this is kind of all unfolded, and that folks have enjoyed my little trips around Europe and now around the States as we go into the sunset, which looks amazing, doesn't it? Oh, what a way to finish. We're just, 13 kilometers away. We can't screw this up now, surely. Obviously, if we got stuck, that would be it. If for whatever reason our support car decided to stop for whatever reason, that's happened before, when there's been a bit of a glitch in the matrix, as it were, and couldn't do anything about that, so that would screw things up. So we just hope that none of those things happen at the end, and then finally we need everything to come together, and we pick up the achievement actually is given to us rather than some bizarre thing stopping us getting the achievement, because I do think we've done what we need to up to now. I think that's fair. I think also driving at night, even in this game, I think is fascinating. Look at the red. Oh, that's cool. Is that a thing anywhere else, where the whole kind of post is red or green? Love that. What a great idea that is. But yeah, driving at night, it does kind of make you a bit tired driving at night, even in this game, which is bonkers, isn't it? Oh dear. Right, here we are in Edirne. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It's been a while since we've been in this part of the world. I think that was just before or possibly just after the West Balkans. I can't quite remember. But then we went up to like Finland and the like. Right, going round a roundabout. That's, oh, dear me, they're really sort of pulling out all the difficult bits. And it's not the hardest, but because it's dark, I'm unnecessarily worried about things. Right, okay. This is good so far. We have not messed it up just yet. And we can see just there on we're going to take a right turn, and then it will just be through there. So hopefully that'll be an easy turn to take. Oh, crimes. Right. Just got to be a bit careful here, because obviously we've got something enormous behind us. Can't see how that worked, and we've got a car just there. They could have just stopped him to coming down this road just as we're doing that, and then I guess he's just going to pull out the way, and we're just going to take a left here. But we can't actually see the left turn. Just a sec. Where is this turn? Ah, is that a gate there? Yeah, the difficulty is it's really hard to see a lot of this stuff. I'm just assuming the back of everything is just following me nicely. We don't want to go in there. And then we've kind of got to go back on ourselves by the look of it into this location. Okay, yeah, we can see where it is. We've got to drive into there. Just make sure we actually get this correct. Right. Right, I assume I got that. We might have to just kind of reverse back, and I'm not sure whether we'll be a little bit more. There we go. Now this should be the Mastodon achievement, I hope. Hey, there it is. 195 tons of oversized lunacy. We are there. We have done those 3 drives. All in the same day, actually, which is quite something. And we have picked up that achievement, which is one I'd had on my radar for a little while. I thought I wanted to do it, wait for a little bit of a special episode to do it. So I'm pleased to have done that. And we are working through the achievements. I'll just have a quick look in Steam and see how far along we are. Because I think currently we've done 63 of the 101 achievements. So that's 62% of the achievements in Steam, which I think is pretty darn good. Yeah, so that is that. We'll be back doing some probably drives around Spain next time out. I'm going to move the chatty episodes back to ETS2 for the next one of those. So there's going to be a normal ATS episode next up, and then back to doing a chatty episode for the next ETS2 drive. Might be the next leg of the Orient Express, might be the back in wherever we were, might be the Pamplona drive. I don't know what it's going to be just yet, but I hope you are going to join me on it. If you have enjoyed this and the other 174 episodes, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Please hit a hype on this video. Let's get it out there. Let's get people enjoying this content. And I'll see you in the next video, hopefully very soon. Goodbye.